Jace was known by many names: the trouble kid, the scare on the stairs, the playground tyrant, but most just called him the bully. At 12 years old, Jace had already built a reputation no one wanted to challenge. Every lunch period, someone cried. Every recess, someone ran. Jace didn't smile much, except when he made others flinch. It wasn't joy, it was control, a kind of armor he wore against the world. But deep down, Jace was tired. One cloudy afternoon, Jace chased a boy into the woods behind the school. He didn't even know why. Maybe the boy looked too happy, too free. Maybe Jace just wanted someone else to feel the storm inside his chest. But the boy was fast, and Jace, out of breath, gave up the chase. He wandered deeper into the trees, kicking stones and muttering to himself. The school bell had already rung in the distance. Everyone had gone. He was alone, or so he thought. There, under an old tree, sat a man, quiet, still, like he had been waiting. The man wore simple clothes. His eyes were deep and full of something Jace couldn't name. Warmth, maybe. Peace.
"You lost, kid?"
The man asked, softly. His voice didn't carry judgment, just care.
What are you doing here?
"Waiting. For you."
Jace narrowed his eyes.
You some kind of priest?
"No, but I know the one who heals broken hearts. I've come to talk with yours."
I'm not broken.
That's what I thought once too.
Silence fell between them, like a soft blanket in the forest air. The man didn't push, didn't pry. He just sat, like a friend who had all the time in the world.
They all hate me at school.
The man looked at him gently.
"And what do you feel?"
Alone. Like no one sees me. Not really.
The man's eyes filled with compassion.
"I see you."
And in that moment, Jace believed him. For the first time in a long time, he didn't feel like a villain in someone else's story. He felt like a boy who had been carrying too much pain, too much fear. A boy who had forgotten what love looked like. The man reached out his hand.
"Come, walk with me."
As they walked through the woods, the man spoke gently of forgiveness. Not just forgiving others, but letting go of the hurt Jace had buried in his heart. He spoke of kindness as a strength, not a weakness. Of courage, the kind it takes to stand up for others, not against them.
"You have the heart of a protector, Jace, but it's been wounded, and when we bleed inside, we sometimes try to make others bleed too. But you can be healed. You can begin again."
Who are you?
"I am Jesus."
And with those words, Jace fell to his knees. Not out of fear, but because something inside him finally broke open. All the pain he had hidden, all the weight he had carried, spilled into the open, and in return, Jesus placed something new in his heart: peace. When Jace returned to school the next day, he was quiet. He didn't shout. He didn't threaten. He helped someone who dropped their books. He sat alone, unsure of how to make it right. But slowly, one day at a time, Jace began to change. Some didn't believe it at first. Others were cautious. But the more Jace showed kindness, the more people began to see what Jesus had seen all along: a boy with a good heart, learning to love again. And every time Jace felt the old anger rise, he remembered the man under the tree and the gentle voice that had called him by name.